So you got this Apollo Blazer 125cc four-wheeler and a 125cc go-kart. And I've already done the four-wheeler, working on the go-kart. So I wanted to show you, it's easier to show you on the go-kart since it's basically all open than the four-wheeler being all tucked in the frame and under the seat, all the plastic. So we're going to put a whole new carburetor on it. I ordered these kits. I got two of them. Same kit, same engine. You get your fuel filter, you get a new air filter, get a new downpipe, plenum or whatever you want to call it. Now this one doesn't. It's not the same. Get your drain tube, your new carburetor, which has there's different carburetors you can get. Some of them you have to work the choke by hand. This one's spring loaded and works with the OEM choke. So you don't have to, especially on the go, that's nice, especially on the go-kart, because you don't have to be able to reach behind you to work it. You can use the dash knob. Set of gaskets. So we're going to put new fuel filter on. These have magnet in them too. Catch any metal particles. We'll put that new fuel filter on. We got two 10mm bolts going through here. 10mm on the head. The four-wheeler was 8mm on the head. I believe they're M6s on the threads. My light. So this choke goes up to the dash. What I was saying about the downpipe. Now my four-wheeler is a little different too. I don't think the four-wheeler is quite as tall as this, but I could be wrong. It might be. I don't think it is. I think it's a little shorter. But this one that comes with the kit actually spins it to the side. Now you could do that on this car. Wouldn't be right on the four-wheeler. So we're not going to use that. That'll be extra. And this has the PCV crankcase breather. Hose goes into the filter. We're just going to open atmosphere that. We're not going to hook that back up and suck all that crud into the new carburetor. So we'll tuck that. Zip tie that somewhere in here. But this, all you got to do with this is pull this forward. Pop that out of there. Now you undo this Phillips screw and your choke cable comes off. This is your fuel line. Slide that off. This piece here for the throttle cable, that unscrews. Now some of these from OEM, they make them tamper proof, so some of them have a pin in them. I don't see one on this one. The four-wheeler had a pin. I had to kind of wiggle it loose a little bit to get it to unscrew. And the new carburetor, you'll see this one, they call it tamper proof. There's no tuning screw to tune it. Smooth. Now I don't know if you could actually put a notch in there and turn it if it'll do anything or not. But as it sits, you can't tune it. With a new one, you can tune. This is your idle. That's your idle screw, your tuning screw, and you got your drain. So we're gonna go ahead and put that on. So we got that new carb all on and mounted. I haven't adjusted the choke yet, so there's a little extra tension on it there. The fuel filter. New carb on there, throttle cable's on. I need to check the tension in that. You see the solenoid is in. I couldn't get all 3 cables to fit in here nice. I didn't like it being that tight. So I ran battery cable through and on. I slid a little hole in the cover here for the starter cable. So it comes out the side, but I still got the cover on. We can keep the crud and water out of there. New spark plug, which is an NGK C7HSA. Let me change the oil, and you can see there's next to nothing in it, and it looks terrible. My pan don't fit under here, so I'm going to use my little silicone cup. There's a 17 millimeter nut on the bottom here. You're going to undo for your drain plug. We're going to drain that whatever's left in it. Get some fresh oil in it. I'm going to throw some 1040 synthetic in it. I run a splash of Marvel and everything. That PCV hose we did away with. Crankcase, whatever. The breather line. Since this filter doesn't have the inlet for it, the nipple, I got put a new hose on, and we just looped her right down. This fitting was already on here, so I just put it in there. It'll open atmosphere to there. So we're going to change the oil, and I believe we're gonna check cables and see if we can get her started. This one seemed to be smoking a little bit, but it runs. This one you gotta have your brake on. She fires right up just like that. So I will put a link for the parts in the description. Carburetor, spark plugs, fuel filters, solenoid. Put the parts in the description. You can buy them on Amazon.